Welcome to the Marketing Pulpit Show, and I am Robert Gatewood, your host. We are here every Friday at 10:30 a.m. bringing you the good of marketing gospel. We're not saving souls, we're saving businesses, saving jobs, saving our community. Now, if I happen to save a soul along the way, don't hold that against me. We'll just call that icing on the cake. Now, the mission at Marketing Pulpit Show is to build strong businesses in our community so that we can put our people to work. And we do that with business development, job creation, and service. So if you ever find yourself in a business crossroads and not sure which way to turn, just turn on the Marketing Pulpit Show because we're on a mission. The show is broadcast live from the illustrious Radio 1 studio.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Marketing Pulpit Show. I'm Robert Gatewood, your host. And I'm here every Friday at 10:30 a.m. bringing you the good marketing gospel. I'm not a soul saver. I am a business saver. I am a business developer. That's what I do for a living. That's my purpose, my cause célèbre, my raison d'être, my reason for being. I'm glad to be here on another Friday. This show has been at it now for about 16 years. We started over at Radio 1, and we have been rolling ever since. You can find out more about the show by going to marketingpulpit.com, and we are on all of the major social platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, you name it. Got a great show lined up today. I'm Robert Gatewood. I am a business developer by trade. I have a company called Gatewood Marketing and Web. You can find out more about the show by going by my company by going to gatewoodmarketing.com. And you see that we have been at this for a while as well. I'm also a professor in the DC area where I teach marketing, public relations, digital marketing, networking, social media over at Prince George's Community College. I also have been in the government space with the Small Business Administration. So my goal is to help companies to start, grow, and thrive and prosper. And this show is a manifestation of that effort. We're into the month of July 2026. And this month is really moving along rather rapidly. Today we're going to talk about something interesting. We have a frequent mindset series where we like to talk about mindset, because you cannot be successful in business if your mind's not right. Really. You can do everything else right, but if your mind is somewhere else, then you're going to have challenges. So we're going to talk about toss away the could have, the would have, the should have, the shoulda, woulda, coulda. And we're going to replace that with I can, I will, I shall. So we're going to talk about that later on. Let's say today is also, this is July. We have some observances today. Today is, let's see, National Anti-Boredom Day. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. National Anti-Boredom Day, so we don't want to get bored. It's also National Cell Phone Courtesy Month. Oh, I need to practice what I preach. National Hot Dog Month. Ooh, I love a good hot dog. I'll get my hot dog. I'll go over to KFC and buy their coleslaw and slap it on there. I'm trying to think, what holidays do we have left for hot dogs? I guess Labor Day. But any day you need a good hot dog, go for it. National Talk to Us Month. So let's talk. Talk to us. Talk to your neighbor. Talk to somebody. And of course, it's, as we mentioned earlier, woulda, shoulda, coulda. We're going to talk about that a little later on. Let's talk about some items in the news. Tell you something, this was in the news the other day. Jay-Z was getting a lot of heat about people in his Target partnership. And he addressed the criticism So he did an exclusive release of his Reasonable Doubt vinyl record with Target. And so on the opening night of the Yankee Stadium concert series, he had a big concert. He addressed it. This controversy. And so the controversy centers on, in early 1925, Target decided to roll back its DEI initiatives. That's diversity, equity, and inclusion. And that led to a national consumer boycott. People were ticked off. People loved them some Target. They thought Target was part of the family. They called Target Tarjay, and moms would meet there after school with their kids, and they buy all their little school supplies and picnic gear and backpacks, and they felt betrayed by Target. So there was a big boycott. And so in freestyle form, Jay-Z, he rejected this claim, people calling him, so he sold out. So he went on the stage and said, hey, only thing I sold out was 3 nights at Yankee Stadium. Man, he was throwing it back. And so the critics were saying that you don't partner with somebody in the middle of an active boycott. And he in return said, hey, what about this selective boycott? So y'all still going to Amazon. Y'all still using Google. You're still using Meta. You're still using Apple. You're still using iTunes. Why are you going to pick on me? Pretty much he was calling people being hypocritical. So Jay-Z framed this as a business decision. I'm telling you, boy, when you are in business, you have to deal with this. Because I tell you, man, I'm going to tell you, I'm kind of on both sides of this issue. Because I'm telling you, sometimes you can go out here and sacrifice yourself at the altar for people that don't even help themselves. They won't lift one finger. They're not sacrificing anything. Some of them just get on the keyboard and talk trash. But they expect people to go out here and pretty much throw away their livelihood for causes that the people who are benefiting won't even participate in. So I'm a big believer in, yes, use economic boycotts, use financial leverage, but you do what you do. Do what everybody can do something. So this is bigger than just the Jay-Z and Target issue. Even though I must admit, I haven't been to Target since going on 2 years. It's just something about that. It just, I don't know, once these companies mess up, boy, it's hard to get people back. I remember, what's that place, Denny's? Man, it was almost 30 years later. People still won't go to Denny's because of something they did. I don't forget what it was that they did, but it was something that ticked off black folks. I know that. So I'm looking at this from a balanced perspective. I understand businesses that have to make decisions because some of that money that you're turning down could be used to empower, to make change, to influence. Now, Jay-Z gave the example. He said that he put in about $500,000 to have a broader impact in the community with the Reform Alliance, bail reform, probation and parole laws. So he's saying, I'm not just out here making the billions, I'm also giving back. And if my partnership with Target allows me to do more of that, then I'm going to continue to sell out Yankee Stadium 3 nights in a row. And you haters can go somewhere. So I'm kind of looking at both sides. I found myself in those situations. I tend to fall on the social activism side. Sometimes I've given up money, passed up on money that probably would have benefited me, but it may have done more harm to my community. So all I'm saying is don't criticize anybody if you're not doing something yourself. Not everybody has a big platform like Jay-Z, but what about the small platform that you do have? Are you part of a sorority, a fraternity, a church? You have influence at your job? Make the impact where you are and let the other folks that have the impact do what they do, but do hold them accountable. Okay? Do hold people accountable. So that's a question I'm going to ask you. When your values, your customers, your business interests don't perfectly align, how do you decide which way to go? I said, let your conscience be your guide. Let your conscience be your guide. What I'm going to do is take a quick break. You're listening to the Marketing Pulpit Show. Feel free to put your comments into the feed. We'll talk about it, get your input. This is your show as well. I'm going to take a quick break. And when I come back, we're going to talk about coulda, woulda, shoulda. How many times have you said to yourself, I should have started this business 5 years ago? I should have gone to school. I should have done this. I should have applied for that job. I should have wrote that song. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. I'm just telling you, you're wasting energy that could be applied to some positive project or endeavor. So hang on a second. This is the Marketing Pulpit. I'm Robert Gatewood, your host. I'll be back in a second.
I'm really starting to wonder if I have a proper work-life balance.
Why do you think that?
I'm not sure. I just have a feeling.
Why don't you ask your mom what she thinks? She probably knows you better than anyone else.
I'm not sure she's the one to ask. She's still a little salty about that copy machine I gave her for her birthday.
Still using your home address for your business? Protect your privacy and elevate your brand with a professional business address and mailbox service from BLE Business Services. Call 301-322-1700 or visit www.blesuites.com. BLE, where professionalism meets convenience.
Welcome back. This is the Marketing Pulpit Show. I am Robert Gatewood, your host. I'm here on Fridays at 10:30 a.m. bringing you the good marketing gospel. We have to get serious about building these businesses in our community. Everybody's kicking around these numbers about how 300,000 Black women have left the workplace, many of them involuntarily. We're seeing AI now have an impact in our community. So we've got to turn inward. And if you have the skills, a great idea, then you want to seek out some help. People like myself, I'm not pushing myself right now because my plate is full and I'm trying to get up out of here. I'm trying to coast for a minute. contact me anyway. I do have a great network of subcontractors and partners that we can help you navigate these waters. So you can go to gatewoodmarketing.com and just set up a consultation. Just talk to somebody before you go out here and do this. Some people are sitting on a nice little 401k. They put some coins aside while they were working on that government job, but you don't want to blow it without talking to somebody and getting some good advice. That's all I'm saying. And also, like I say, right now we're in uncharted waters with this AI. Some of the things that used to work. When you first conceptualized that idea 5 years ago, things were different. So you need to go back and look at that business plan, that strategy, that concept, and run it through the filter of where we are today with technology and artificial intelligence. And just stay tuned to this show. We'll help you navigate these waters. And you can go back and listen to some past shows we've done on AI, partnerships. A lot of good information out here. But just don't get the feeling like you know it all. I don't care how many degrees you have, how many companies you've started or thought about, how many jobs you've had. These are different times. These are different times. Let's talk about our marketing sermon today. How are we going to toss away the could haves, the should haves? We're going to stop singing this tune about if I coulda, shoulda, woulda. We've all done it. I know you're sitting back there right now reflecting. What if I had been that opera singer? What if I had gone to this certain college, gotten that certain degree? Those things can haunt you to death. You be lying up in the bed, can't sleep, get up, you're not motivated to work. You're wasting psychic energy. So yesterday's regrets should not become tomorrow's excuses. And they'll do that sometimes if you let them. So instead of looking into your rearview mirror, look through the windshield. Remember that song by The Temptations? The Williams guy. Don't look back. We're gonna walk and don't look back. Don't look back. And that's it in a nutshell. Stop looking back, look forward. So let's talk about some reasons. Let's put a little meat on this bone. First of all, regrets don't generate income. Now, if you're a business owner or plan to be one, I'm just going to tell you right now, you need to use all that energy on figuring out how you're going to make that next buck, that next strategy, get that next customer, build that next relationship. Don't be spending your time and money on things that's not going to make you any money. So you can't monetize missed opportunities. That's gone. In accounting, we call that a sunk cost. Focus on creating new ones. That's where your mindset should be. Stop replaying those old decisions in your mind. It's like it's on a loop. You wake up in the morning and just, some of us probably need some therapy. If not therapy, talk to somebody about it. Well, listen to this show. I'm talking to you now. Don't replay these old decisions over and over again. It's not going to work to your advantage. Hold on there. Somebody's doing some work next door. So stop replaying these old decisions. Number 3, start where you are. Doesn't matter where you are, whether you're high, low, start there and move forward. There is no such thing as the perfect time. You're wasting energy waiting on it. Opportunity is slipping away while you're waiting on the perfect time. Start now. Doesn't mean hang your shingle up now. Start conceptualizing, start planning, start putting your team together, start getting your money straight. Start. The best time, like you said, that ruminating was yesterday. The next best time is now, today. Action beats procrastination 10 times out of 10. Replace I should have with I will. Every time you find yourself saying, I should have done this, replace it with something that you're actually going to do. That'll get that brain, that'll start building that positive brain muscle. And let that old I shoulda, woulda, should, coulda atrophy away. So use that little exercise. Whenever you start finding yourself saying that, you're laying in the bed, you're moping, man, I should have taken that scholarship. Say, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get up today and go down to the office, to the place where you get your business license. I'm going to go online and fill out this application for this loan, or replace that shoulda with I will. Okay. Also remember that even if you didn't do it, you're still tearing yourself up about it. That's intuitive. That's intuition. You learn from that. Build from it, but don't dwell in it. Now, this is something I really got to say. I really got to say this one. I learned this when my brother and I, we had a little singing group coming up. And we used to beat up on ourselves because everybody was passed us by. The Jacksons, the Silvers, the Osmonds, all of them. These big family groups. But what you can't do is compare your chapter 3 with somebody else's chapter 20. Some of these folks you're comparing yourself against have been out there for years. And you wonder why you're not comfortably further along. So stop this comparison game. When you get on these platforms where everybody seems like they're a millionaire, they got yachts and fans on trips. Some of those people, well, first of all, a lot of it's fake to begin with. But the ones that have succeeded, many of them have been in the trenches for years. Some have had money willed over to them through diaries, through inheritance. So don't compare yourself with other people. They started out, some of them on third base. You started out in the dugout. Stop the comparison game. And opportunity rewards action. Successful people don't have to be the smartest people. I'm sure you're smart too. But you're going to be the one who got started and took advantage of the opportunities that were presented to you. And finally, your future doesn't care about your past. Just know that. The decisions you make today are more important than the ones you wish you had made yesterday. Forget about it. So let me just close this up. Let me put a bow on this for you. Before this noise start back up. Everybody has a list of things they wish they had done differently. Welcome to the club, okay? It's not whether you made mistakes. It's not whether you didn't take advantage of some opportunity. The question is whether you're going to keep carrying that burden and blocking future blessings. So throw away the woulda, the shoulda, the coulda. Replace it with the I can, I will, and I shall. Your success is not going to depend on opportunities missed. It's going to depend on the opportunities you seize from this day going forward. Remember that. All right. That's going to wrap up my marketing sermon for today. Stay tuned to this platform and share it. Tell others about it. We're all going to need some help in these new times. In our community, particularly, it seems like we have a government that's hell-bent on destroying some of the institutions, history, businesses, wealth that we've accumulated. So we have to corral, marshal our forces, listen to thought leaders, do our research, keep educating ourselves, learning, listening, and build those relationships. I was talking to my brother yesterday. He's down in North Carolina at a big nonprofit. And he said he was just leaving. Somebody just left his office. That's strange. I just got off the phone with somebody. We both were engaged in conversations with people who we had built relationships with. And the thing that was amazing, in both cases, we said in neither case did anybody write a check to the other. And I spoke about something called symbiosis. Symbiosis, you probably heard the word symbiotic relationship. And these are relationships where you're doing what you do, this person is doing what they do. You come together and you both mutually benefit. That to me has been one of the secret sauces of the success I've had over the years. And I encourage each of you, when you feel like things aren't going your way, go and look. The old days, we used to call it your Rolodex. Now it's on your phone, it's in your digital library. Go back through that list of people that you know. And I'll tell you how to approach it. Don't go in there with your hand out asking for something. Go into it with this spirit, what I call reciprocity. You ask that person, what can I do to help you with what you're doing? How can I help? What can I do to make your life easier? Do you need an introduction? Some advice? Some resources? Anything I can do that can help, I'm willing to do. What that's going to do, one, it's going to give you a little more leverage. It's weird. It's I don't know how it works out this way, but people help people. People are more likely to help folks that don't need help. It's crazy. If you don't believe me, try to get a loan from the bank. The more money you have, the more money they'll give you. The less money you have, the less they're going to give you. And that's also works in everyday life. So position yourself approach from a position of what can I do to help you, and start going back and either reigniting or forming relationships. And that's going to be a defining moment when you start getting those phone calls. And, we just talked last week. I know we were just talking about golf, or we were talking about this, but just so happened something came across my desk that you might be interested in. It works. All right, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to come on out to the BLE First Friday networking event. We have it on the first Friday of every month. In the month of August, we're going to have our special guest, Miss Candace Camille, who is also a recent guest on our show. She's going to be talking about surviving while thriving, promoting wellness, balance. And she's going to be talking about that at the first Friday. So come on out, go to marketingpulpit.com. You'll see a banner on the right side. You can register. You can also go to blesweets.com and register. Come on out. I'll be there. Thank to Miss Bernadette Clay and the BLE family for putting this event together. And so come on out. I'll be there. And we welcome you. Even if you don't register, come on out. It's an open door. I'll be glad to welcome you. And thank you, Denise, for the good comment, positive comments. On that note, this is the Marketing Pulpit. I'm Robert Gatewood, your host. I'll be back next week right here on the Marketing Pulpit Show, as we say every week as we close out. If you want to be successful, do these 3 things. Do the right thing, do it at the right time, and you have to do it right. Enough talk. Let's get to work.
My husband was showing me his new gun and I think I accidentally shot him dead.
Calm down, ma'am. First, we have to make sure that he's dead.
Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, what now?
I'm really starting to wonder if I have a proper work-life balance.
Why do you think that?
I'm not sure. I just have a feeling.
Why don't you ask your mom what she thinks? She probably knows you better than anyone else.
I'm not sure she's the one to ask. She's still a little salty about that copy machine I gave her for her birthday.